Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Neville and welcome to Selective Imagery. Hello and welcome to 2 Years on YouTube. My message, my thanks. This is going to be 3 sections to this video. The first one is going to be a heartfelt message from me regarding my YouTube experience, where I plan to go from here on out, followed by some video clips that'll have some narration, and then ending with quite a few images that I just want to share with you, some of which are not, they're recent in terms of, the last 4 years or so, but not like something that I've taken in the last 2 weeks, but just images that I thought meant something to me that I wanted to maybe share with you for the first time in some cases, and some of them you may have seen here or there on some of my other videos. And that's about it. So we will move on with the show. Hello everyone, and welcome to Selective Imagery. Here we are 2 years since I started this channel on April 20th of 2022. And the purpose of this channel has always been really quite simple: to just share my love of photography with others, entice you to hopefully get off the couch and take some images that mean something to you, irregardless of the genre or what photo gear you use, because everybody has different tastes, and cameras that are out there now are so incredible, and even the ones that were out there 10 years ago or more are still great cameras to use. So hopefully I got you out there. Hopefully I got you a little inspired to go out and maybe try some things that you haven't done in the past that weren't your quote-unquote norm to do. So this channel has been a combination, basically, of video clips and still images weaved together to tell a story pretty much every week. Not always every week, but pretty much every week. And I also shared my love of vintage cameras, which I like to collect and use whenever I can, through my Thanks for the Memories series that I did. And of course, I had to have a catchphrase, which I've had long before I went on YouTube, which was "Enjoy life, capture some of it." And I really mean that. I mean, life blows by, and whether it's capturing images of your children or your grandchildren, as you get older, you realize it seems like the years go by a lot quicker, like your foot is on the gas pedal all the way down. When you're young, it's like you say, when you're 12, you're sitting there wishing you were 16 or 18, depending on how old you are, hoping that you could get your driver's license. And it seemed like that took eons to get there. And then when you hit a certain age, it's almost like, you blink and something that you thought happened 2 years ago was more like 10 years ago. So it's just amazing how time flies. But anyway, I digress. This anniversary date brings me great joy and a bit of sadness at the same time. But first, we'll talk about the happy part. For me, to have had an outlet to share some of my work and entertain and hopefully motivate others has been very rewarding to me personally. And the support of those who have visited this channel consistently It means the world to me. It really does. I mean, words can't really express adequately express my appreciation for those of you that have taken the time to come to my channel. I'm just a normal Joe, or should I say a normal Jeff. I'm no celebrity, and I appreciate you taking the time to have done that. Now getting to a little bit of a sad part. I've decided after 2 years that I will not be adding content to the channel any longer. I won't go so far as to say never, but right now we're not going to be doing any content on the show, not anytime soon. I may eventually, hopefully, get involved with some projects that will take a while to put together, and hopefully I can share those on my channel sometime down the road. As you know, I also do a live stream every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, called Photo Talk with Jeff Neville. This is basically a continuation of Chuck Talks from AP Studio while Chuck recovers, and I will continue to do these shows and the photo reviews the first Saturday of every month at this point in time. And you're still going to access it through this channel, so the channel itself is not going to go away. So you may want to stay subscribed to the channel just so you continue to receive notifications for live stream events that will come up, and of course the weekly Saturday night show. Now, my reasoning for this is a bit complicated, but first off, I feel personally good about what I'm doing. I feel that I accomplished what I wanted to do initially on this channel. I've shared my work, I've engaged with others, and hopefully made you active in your own photo endeavors. Another contributing factor, unfortunately, is the YouTube culture propagated by YouTube themselves. Many other content creators utilize clickbait or controversial content that attracts attention, obviously, gains them subscribers, gets a lot of clicks, and helps them get monetized. And that's fine. If that's what you want to do, it's a free country. You have a right to do anything you want as long as it's legal, correct? And YouTube doesn't care. It makes them money in their advertising. Okay, if you're successful, they're successful. The more successful you are, the more they can charge advertisers for putting themselves on your channel, right? So they give you a venue to use, to share, and eventually, one hand washes the other. Now, YouTube does, like I said, YouTube doesn't care what you do as long as you increase your viewership and subscribers, because it's simply good business. It's about making money, and that's what everything always seems about, isn't it? It's all about making money. Now, I personally, myself, and you've all heard it from me many, many times, I didn't do this. I didn't do YouTube. I didn't sit there and make up a plan of attack. I didn't sit there and say, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to become a monetized channel. I never cared if I got monetized. If I ever got monetized, in my opinion, if it was meant to be, it would just happen on its own. It wasn't going to be because I was going to be studying analytics, 40 hours a week and try to crack the magic code and figure out what I have to do. And like I said, YouTube, it encourages the clickbait and the controversial stuff and the headlines, because that's what draws people in. And if you do primarily that type of stuff, or primarily gear reviews, you're going to do exceptionally well, or reasonably well, okay, on YouTube. Now, if I like I said, I never, did it for the money. I didn't, never planned on making any money on it. And I mean, heck, I don't even go on Facebook or Instagram and promote my work or promote my channel in any way, shape, or form. So if I was trying to make money, then I am the worst promoter of my own channel, because I didn't promote it at all. Okay. Basically, I was just there. If you stumbled across me or you came to my channel because I partaked in a lot of, was a contributor to Chuck Talks, to Chuck's channel, obviously that was very much appreciated, but I didn't promote myself very much or very well, but that wasn't my intent. Now, of course, with social media platforms, there is always a negative. There's been a bit too much, in my opinion, of controversial content and resulting negativity that spawns from that. And I don't really want to be around that anymore. I'm tired of hearing the same old stuff. I'm tired of seeing too many things that just don't appeal to me as a human being. I mean, isn't my forte, isn't something that I'm interested in being exposed to, really. I've outgrown all that stuff. I'm not in kindergarten anymore. So, I don't want to put up with it anymore, nor do I have to. So I'm making that as part of the decision-making process here. I have better, more positive things to do in my lifetime than just sit around and be around negativity. And the last reason, I guess, is a bit selfish on my part, so I'll apologize for being a selfish person. I want to have more time to continually improve my own photography and my videography skills, because that's an ongoing challenge your whole life. I mean, you start off way down here, you start working your way up. Maybe you stay in one place for a long time, but eventually you want to continue to improve your work, improve your own photography. And so I can't do that when I'm sitting behind a computer like I am right now, doing what I'm doing right now, or putting together videos every week or for every 2 weeks or whatever. So I want to get out there. I'm going to be selfish. I want to get out there and get in the field where it matters to me. Fooling around with doing different things with gear I own, fooling around with some of my vintage cameras that I haven't had an opportunity to do. I just haven't had enough time. Work on some special projects, get better with video, and hopefully be able to share some of those projects down the road. Now, I'm going to continue to do the live streams. I may share some occasional photos that I take on the live stream, just so you know that I am staying active in the photography side of things. And that's really about it. So once again, I just want to, I hope to continue to see you on the live stream, and that you continue to contribute and send me images for the monthly photo review. I thank all of you for your support. It's been fantastic. It's meant more to me than you'll ever know. Okay, so goodbye to you for now, but you'll see me on Saturdays, and hopefully you'll see some other content down the road on this channel. So God bless, and go out and, as I say, enjoy life, capture some of it. Well, we'll start off with a very, very short video because my friend Roy Bixby loves alligators. So, every once in a while I got to throw in a little bit of an alligator video, even if it's just swimming around. As a thank you to Roy for all the support he's given me over the last several years, which is greatly appreciated. And here's a group that are just laying around that little island that a lot of you probably have seen 100 times, with different subject matter around it. And in this case, the gators are kind of surrounding it. Certainly wouldn't want to be on that island, on that clump of grass. And this is a bird that was called a moorhen, and I guess they renamed it to a gallinule. I don't know why they constantly change names of birds, but interesting bird to watch. Eats a lot of vegetation, and I think you might catch it eating a little bit here, some vegetation here in this clip eventually. Too busy preening itself and trying to look pretty for the camera. There we go. Finally poking into the water. Trying to find a little something to munch on. There we go. Like how its head is framed by that little curved blade of grass. Now there it gets kind of a big clump and it just puts it down because it's just looking for smaller pieces to eat. Move it out of the way, save it for another time. Look for some smaller strands. Now this was on a day where it was foggy, and based on the poor success rate, this is full speed, of this bird trying to get some fish, it did not have a high success rate, let's put it that way. I think maybe its brain was a little foggy, never mind the fog that was here early in the day. But it struggled to get anything. Did a lot of moving around, did a lot of looking. Now here's some images of one that's having more success, and of course this is not on a foggy day. This is on the marsh side. Unfortunately, the larger fish are not in here. There's pockets of water. I think the tide is starting to come in, but the predominant fish that's in here are very small ones. So, but they don't care. I mean, they'll just keep eating them like you or I would pop popcorn at the movie theater. Just pop it in our mouths, and they do the same thing with these fish. There we go, success. They don't get them every single time, but this one's having a pretty good success rate. Come on, get another one. Let's do it. Yep, there we go. Here's a nuthatch cleaning out a hole in a dead tree. Every once in a while you'll see it throw out in the air. There you go, a little piece of fiber, wood fiber. Fun to watch. My friend Bob from Bob Our Photos has problems with these birds drilling holes in his palm trees. I haven't run into that situation yet. It's always fun to find the birds bathing in the early morning. That was quick. Here we have Yellow Legs and friend walking around looking for food, with a few smaller birds in the foreground, or one at this point in time. There's another one. Here's a more serious bathing activity. Wants to look good for, it's got a hot date tonight, I guess. Wants to look really, really good. This is full speed. I always have to have somebody walk in front of the camera. This was a busier morning. Large group of birds. Dunlin, I believe. Here you're going to see a very, very efficient feeder. That water that looks like it's bubbling there is near the outlet pipe where water is still managing to flow into the marsh side from the pond side, even though the water levels are getting pretty high. And, you know, the Snowy just has found a good spot where it has a very high hit rate, and you'll see it get one fish after another. This is slowed down a little bit. If this was full speed, you'd hardly be able to see the fish. There goes another one. It's doing a real good job. That's pretty cool when it gets two at the same time. Like how they just, they don't even open up their beaks very wide, when they flip it. I mean, get that fish right down their throat. Taking a short break here, I guess. Come on, get another one. You can do it. Come on. Just thinking about it. There you go. Now you're going to see a whole lot of pictures, and I'm going to stop narrating, and I'm just going to let you listen to some music and enjoy a lot of images. This is my thank you to you guys for your support. Thought I would, get some of my older stuff and share it. And it means something to me, and hopefully it means a little bit of something to you guys as well. So, okay, enjoy the slideshow. I'd like to thank everyone for the memories, and hopefully I've left a few memories with you. Appreciate all your support. Hope you continue to watch the live streams and wish you all well. Take care.